TikTok content houses promise a dream, but most end in total disaster. Slammed doors, empty rooms. Apology videos. It's the dark side of the creator fantasy. Take the Bop House. In late 2024, it was the next big thing.
How is this? When this whole thing happened the first time around, I didn't even say anything, but this is literally ridiculous. Piper, take your ass home. Why are you at the Bop House?
I'm still part of the Bop House. I just, for legal reasons, cannot post with them right now, and I can't be with the girls right now. But just know that I am working with a really good set of lawyers and fighting, against everything.
It was started by models like Sophie Rain. The group of 8 creators was a rocket ship. They gained 3 million followers in 2 months. They looked completely unstoppable. Their success seemed guaranteed, until they made one single video. The problem? They filmed with a 17-year-old. That influencer was Piper Rockelle. The Bop House brand was adult-focused. Almost overnight, their image changed. They went from controversial to exploitative.
We are truly living in crazy times where we have kids collaborating with corn stars. So Piper Rockelle and the Bop House, a content house full of OF girls, have recently caught a lot of controversy after collabing with each other. Because there's one pretty big problem. Piper is a minor.
The backlash was immediate. It was also intense. One member, Joy May, publicly quit. The scandal was a growth killer. Their followers gains dropped by over 50%. The group started deleting videos, but the damage was already done. The Bop House shows how fast a dream dies. They were not the first. They will not be the last. Their collapse follows a blueprint, a clear pattern of failure. This pattern took down massive groups. It's a formula for total disaster. It has 3 toxic ingredients: financial lies, toxic leadership, and one final unforgivable mistake. So how did giants like Team 10 fail? How did Hyde House collapse? And what secret did 100 thieves use to survive? This is where the blueprint for collapse was written. To understand it, we must look at 2 groups, Hype House and Team 10. Let's start with Hype House. It launched in December 2019.
I lost hundreds of thousands of dollars on Hype House.
So what was the rent?
The place was $50,000 a month, and I put a $90,000 security deposit. That's gone.
Dude, that was the former Phase House, right?
Yeah. And it's funny because so many people thought, they were like, dude, this guy's making bank off of all these people on Hype House. Actually, I don't sign anyone.
It was the center of the TikTok universe. It had the biggest stars. Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio were members. It was founded by Chase Hudson, or Little Huddy. Thomas Petrou was his co-founder. But most fans didn't know the full story. There was a third founder. Her name was Daisy Keech, and her story reveals ingredient number 1, financial secrecy. Daisy was not just a member. She was a major investor.
Even that I had someone telling me to go get some recognition because I know that I deserved it. I put down $18,000 plus my own platform.
She, Chase, and Thomas signed the lease. Daisy Keech put down $18,000. Chase Hudson also paid $18,000. The third co-founder, Thomas Petrou, paid just $5,000. Thomas paid the least, but he quickly made himself the leader. According to Daisy, he locked her out. She was given no credit as a co-founder. Big news articles left her name out. She had no access to group emails. She couldn't log into their social media. She had no idea what brand deals were made. She didn't know how much money they earned. The betrayal got worse. Thomas allegedly told people they made no money, but his social media told a different story. He bragged about an $8,000 Cartier bracelet. He boasted about a $10,000 cat. He even talked about buying a new Tesla. It was a classic story of a hostile takeover. In March 2020, Daisy Keech quit. She sued her co-founders. This was the beginning of the end. 2 months later, the D'Amelio sisters left. The group was more of a business than a home. Hype House got a Netflix show in 2022, but by then the magic was gone. The show was a complete flop. It only sped up their downfall. By 2014, the group was officially dead. Hype House died from financial secrets. Team 10 used a different kind of poison. This is the second ingredient: toxic leadership. Jake Paul launched Team 10 in 2016. It was sold as a creator incubator. It was supposed to build new stars. Former members called it a nightmare. Jake's ex, Alyssa Violet, exposed him. She called him a toxic, controlling leader. He made strict rules for everyone else, but he would break those rules himself. He allegedly fined members $50. This was if they weren't filming by 10 a.m. He had a no alcohol rule with a $500 fine. Alyssa claimed she had girls over and that he would drink in front of them. Hype House was financial secrecy. Team 10 was financial abuse. The Martinez twins blew the whistle. They claimed Jake Paul kept all their money, and this included their brand deal earnings. They were from Spain. They tried to send money to their family. They alleged Jake kept every dollar. This was the breaking point. The twins' exit started a chain reaction. Tessa Brooks, a huge star, left soon after. The Team 10 brand was buried. It proved a simple truth. You can't build an empire on exploration. Financial drama kills. Bad leadership kills. But what happens when a group makes one final mistake? A mistake that no apology can ever fix. Here's where everything begins to fall apart. The third ingredient is broken trust. This is the line you can never uncross. No one proves this better than David Dobrik and his group, the Vlog Squad. From 2015, the Vlog Squad was beloved. They were a tight-knit ensemble cast. They pulled off crazy stunts.
The other helmet? We should probably put this on. Let me get this. Your head comes off. Can you swim? No. Okay.
This is one small step for a man, one fucking stupid mistake for you.
He looks like he's trying to make like a dope video for 7th grade student counselor or something. Like,
I feel like we're sending someone to the moon. Jonah, are you ready for this? Jump over these boxes and the mission is complete. Everybody ready? Hit it. Here goes, here goes. Yeah! Jonah!
They were winning awards, millions loved them.
And then street meet for ensemble cast goes to the Vlog Squad.
Thank you for the first aid kit for saying no. We are like so incredibly grateful that we get to do this, and the fact that we get to do this all together and that we have such a strong friend group around is like, it means like the entire world, and it's crazy.
But in June 2020, a stunt went too far. David operated a giant excavator. He was swinging friends on a rope. He swung his friend, Jeff Wittek, too fast. Jeff slammed into the machine.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
He suffered life-threatening injuries. His skull and face were crushed.
The only thing you want to do when you wake up in pain is just heal.
I'm not an expert, but I think I hit the tractor.
holy shit, Jeff. I thought you were dead.
I was dead too.
You were joking right when we got here. They asked you what your job was and you said you're a male model.
How's that a joke, bro? We gotta drain the Botox before we operate.
Jeff, you're not freaking out, right?
The injury was not the worst part. The worst part was the cover-up. David Dobrik went completely quiet. He refused to take accountability. Fans had to piece the story together. David finally apologized in March 2021.
That being said, consent is something that's super important to me. Whether I'm shooting with a friend or shooting with a stranger, I always make sure that whatever the video I'm putting out, I have the approval from that person. Because I've grown, you know, as a content creator and as a person, and I don't agree with some of the videos I've posted. With the Seth situation, I'm sorry to Seth, because like I said, I would just want to make videos where everybody in it, you know, whether you're participating or watching, is enjoying and having a good time. I missed the mark with that one, and I'm really sorry. I truly am.
He only did it after losing sponsors. This was due to a different scandal. Jeff Wittek eventually sued David. He asked for $10 million. The Vlog Squad was over. David stopped vlogging for 3 years. He returned in January 2025, but the friendships were gone. The trust was broken forever. This brings us back to the Bop House. They learned the same lesson, but they learned it in hyperspeed. Their sin was not physical. It was moral. They crossed a line with Piper Rockelle. Their brand was built on adult content. The public saw the collab as exploitative. When Joy May left, she was clear. It is ridiculous that the Bop House would even do that.
I'm leaving the Bop House. I am done. I am done with the consistent gaslighting, the stupid drama, and most importantly, doing anything for views. You guys are vultures. You guys will prey on anything to get you your next viral video or get you guys the most views, and I'm so over it. You guys even used me crying over something that is legitimately wrong and that I genuinely care about to get yourself views. I'm done. Fuck the Bop House.
Bop House and Blog Squad prove one brutal rule. An audience might forgive drama, they might even forgive ego, but they never forgive broken trust. They never forgive real-world harm. It seems like every house is doomed, but that is not true. A few groups faced total disaster, and they survived. However, the story wasn't finished yet. While some collapsed, others built empires. They used a different blueprint, one built on resilience and leadership. First, let's look at the Beta Squad. This group of British YouTubers formed in 2019. They were a massive success. But in May 2022, they faced a huge problem. They were evicted. A court seized their £5 million mansion.
Randomly, 8 a.m. in the morning, I just hear Chunks knocking on my door saying, yo, someone's at the door. Oh, darkest. Yeah, darkest. Knocked on my door saying, yo, Chunks said to get downstairs. So I'm just like, what the hell's going on? It's 8 a.m. I was bad. Walked downstairs, got he dressed up, fully like in like body gear and stuff, saying, you have to leave the house in 2 weeks. What? 2 weeks, you gotta go. We were sat there just like, well, why? It was like, oh, the bank have repossessed this house. I think he thought that like it was us. Yeah. That the bank have repossessed the house, you have to leave. You have to be out of it.
This was their third house in 3 years. For most groups, this would be the end, but Beta Squad was different. They did not stop. They kept making high-quality videos. They filmed Guess The and 6 versus 1 videos. They did this while they were moving. The drama did not stop the content. In mid-2024, the group announced a hiatus, a 276-day break. In the creator world, this is a death sentence, but Beta Squad came back stronger. They brought a new £1 million house, and they hit 10 million subscribers. Their success isn't tied to a building, it's built on pure resilience. The ultimate survivor is 100 Thieves. It was founded in 2016 by Nate Shot. He was a former pro Call of Duty player. 100 Thieves was always different. It was an esports org and apparel brand first. It was a content house second. In 2019, they faced a crisis. A star member, Nick Merckx, left the group. He left very publicly. He claimed Nate Shot broke promises.
Yeah. Talk about the 100 Thieves thing? I don't know what to say. I mean, you guys ask questions. I'm a little confused. Like, if you guys are shocked by that, I'm confused. Yeah, man. I mean, that was a long time coming. At the same time, I mean, I don't think I was just gonna be patient and wait for the move and wait for the right time. You know, it's just not the same team that I joined, man. It's not the same people. It's not the same vibe. I mean, we can get into it a little bit because I owe you guys that much. I think there'll be a lot of you guys aren't gonna like. You're not gonna like everything I have to say, but I mean, hey.
This was the exact problem that killed Team 10. 100 Thieves could have collapsed, but Nate Shot did not release a diss track. He did not film a crying apology. He handled it like a true CEO. He released a calm professional statement. He wished Nick the best. He refused to start a public fight. He de-escalated the situation. Piper House fought over bracelets. 100 Thieves made real moves. In 2020, they raised $35 million. A year later, they raised $60 million. They won Esports Organization of the Year. They built a world-class gaming facility. The 100 Thieves content house ended in 2022. It was not a scandal, it was a planned strategic move. It let creators grow and buy their own homes. It was a graduation, it was not a failure. The story is incredibly clear. A content house collapse is never a surprise. It's a formula. The group that failed followed this pattern. Piper House, Team 10, it starts with financial secrecy. Hiding brand deals, locking out founders, it grows with toxic leadership, making rules for others but not themselves. It ends with an unforgivable act, a moment of broken trust. But the survivors prove there is another way. Beta Squad and 100 Thieves, they also faced total disaster. Beta Squad was evicted, 100 Thieves lost its star player. The difference was how they handled it. Beta Squad proved resilience beats a mansion. 100 Thieves proves leadership builds a brand. In the end, the lesson is simple. A house built on hype, ego, and lies is just a building, and a building can be torn down. But a brand built on a real foundation, on trust, resilience, and vision, that is an empire. Which step was the most damaging? The financial lies of Hype House? The toxic leadership of Team 10? Or the broken trust of the Vlog Squad? Let me know your theories in the comments. Thanks for watching.